800 broken light rain temperature 5 dew point 3 QNH 1004. Advise on initial contact. You have information Delta Echo Golf Sierra Sierra airport information Delta 1420 Zulu weather wind 319er at 9er visibility.
Okay, let's get this show on the road.
800 broken ceiling 1800 broken light rain temperature 5 dew point 3 QNH 1004. Advise on initial contact. You have information Delta Echo Golf Sierra Sierra airport information Delta 1420 Zulu weather wind 319er at 9er visibility 4 sky condition ceiling 800 broken ceiling 1800 broken light rain temperature 5 dew point 3.
74 taxi out through whiskey and then down the Alpha taxiway holding point for 27 the QNH 1009 your airways when you're ready.
Clearance delivery. Ryanair 42 Victor Zulu with ATC request clearance.
Ryanair 42 Victor Zulu. Expect clearance within 2 minutes.
Roger. Ryanair 42 Victor Zulu.
Roger, you're clear to leave controlled airspace, routing on track the Mike Whiskey for Bournemouth, climb to maintain altitude 4,000 feet and squawk 5056. Mixed contact frequency when advised, Manchester 124.2.
Ryanair 42 Victor Zulu. Are you ready to copy?
We're ready. Go ahead.
Ryanair 42 Victor Zulu. Roger, runway 22. Cleared to Echo Golf Papa Foxtrot via November Uniform Golf Bravo 1 Romeo departure handling as filed. Climb and maintain 4,000. Expect flight level 320 within 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 127.75. Squawk 5247. QNH 1004.
Cleared via November Uniform Golf Bravo 1 Romeo climb to 4,000. Expect flight level 320 within 10 minutes after departure.
I'm out for the walk around.
27.75. Squawk 5247. Ryanair 42 Victor Zulu.
Ryanair 42 Victor Zulu. Read back correct. Contact ground control on 121.72.
Roger. 121.72. Ryanair 42 Victor Zulu.
Vacate right into the apron of Victor, parking stand 5.
Victor for stand 5, 448.
So 42 might vacate next right, enter the apron at Victor, parking stand 11.
Next right, Victor, 1142 Mike.
027 Victor Foxtrot, contact Manchester 124.2 by.
142, 027 Victor Foxtrot, goodbye.
South 250, clear takeoff, 210 degrees 19.
Ryanair 42 Victor Zulu, squawk 5247.
Squawk 5247. Ryanair 42 Victor Zulu.
Correct, just crossing the control zone boundary now, no height restriction.
Clear no further height restrictions and zone pause on.
Also, might report passing 2,500 feet.
Full code pause on.
Start approved, temperatures at 9, the QNH is 1009, runway 27.
Ryanair 42 Victor Zulu, squawk 5247.
Squawk 5247. Ryanair 42 Victor Zulu.
Electric 43, proceed to Sierra.
Grant Ryanair 8374, request taxi. Ryanair 8374, taxi via Juliet Bravo Alpha Papa November Lima Hotel to runway 04. Via Juliet Bravo Alpha Papa November Lima Hotel to runway 04. Ryanair 8374.
Electric 43, vacate right at Foxtrot.
Hi, the security and safety checks are all done. Are you good to start boarding?
Yes, we're ready.
Okay.
ET639, taxi uniform, holding point Alpha 2.
Uniform Alpha 2, runway 27, thank you, ET639.
Stone 40 right, vacate next right, into the apron at Victor, parking stand 8.
I'm back from the walk around. Everything looks okay.
Are you ready for the departure brief?
Go ahead.
Okay, it's going to be a standard pushback and start off the gate. Taxi route will be assigned by ATC. It'll be a left seat takeoff using rated thrust, planning a flaps 5 takeoff. Engine anti-ice will be on. In the event of a malfunction prior to V1, I will call either reject or continue. Standard low speed reject procedures below 80 knots. Between 80 knots and V1, I will only conduct a high speed reject in the case of a fire, engine failure, predictive wind shear warning, or if there's any other condition that makes the aircraft unsafe or unable to fly. I will simultaneously close the thrust levers, disconnect the auto throttle, apply maximum manual braking, or verify the operation of the RTO auto brake, verify the extension of the speed brake, and apply maximum reverse thrust. I will bring the aircraft to a complete stop and set the parking brake. We will then run the appropriate checklist or evaluate our options, and if you could monitor my actions, make the standard reject takeoff calls, including any abnormalities you observe before advising ATC. From V1, or if the call is continue, I will continue the takeoff as per the company's standard procedures. We will then climb to the minimum safety altitude and track clear of local terrain. We are under our maximum landing weight, so we are okay to make an immediate return. All going well, the departure routing will be via the ATC assigned standard instrument departure, complying with all the published speed and altitude restrictions. We will use the noise abatement departure procedure 1. Flight directives are on, mine is master, yours is slave. Navigation radios are set, the NOTAMs and the aircraft defect log have been reviewed. The current weather poses a threat. We won't rush any procedures today. Any questions, comments or concerns?
No questions.
Departure brief complete.
427 Victor Foxtrot, contact Manchester 124.2 by.
142, 027 Victor Foxtrot, goodbye.
TAP 250, clear takeoff, 210 degrees 19.
Ground Ryanair 8582, request taxi.
Ryanair 8582, taxi via Juliet, Charlie Bravo, Alpha Papa, November, Lima Hotel, to runway 04.
Via Juliet, Charlie Bravo, Alpha Papa, November, Lima Hotel, to runway 04, Ryanair 8582.
Correct, Bay, just crossing the control zone boundary now, no height restriction.
Light slow.
Yeah, no further height restrictions and turn balls on. Also, right, report past 2,500.
Wind shear.
Ground Ryanair 8162, request start up and push back. Ryanair 8162, start up and push back approved. Approved. Ryanair
Terrain.
8162.
Pull up. Don't sink. Don't sink. Too low. Terrain. Too low. Gear. Too low. Flaps. Too low. Terrain. Glide slow.
Ground Ryanair 8162,
Bank
request
angle.
taxi.
Bank angle.
Ryanair 8162, taxi via Delta, Juliet, Charlie Bravo, Alpha Papa, November, Lima Hotel, to runway 04.
Via Delta, Juliet, Charlie Bravo, Alpha, Papa, November, Lima, Hotel to runway 04, Ryanair 8162.
200. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10. Wind shear.
762 is not approved. Temperatures 9, UTX 1009, runway 27.
Too low. Terrain. Caution. Terrain. Terrain. Pull up.
Monitor radar display. Go around. Wind shear ahead. Wind shear ahead. Wind shear ahead.
Patrick 43, proceed to Sierra. Patrick 43, vacate right at Foxtrot.
TCAS test. Pass.
ET639, taxi uniform, Holly Point Alpha 2.
Uniform Alpha 2, runway 27, thank you, 639.
Ground, Ryanair 2255, ready to taxi.
Ryanair 2255, taxi via November Hotel Papa Bravo Romeo Sierra to gate 74.
Taxi via November Hotel Papa Bravo Romeo Sierra to gate 74, Ryanair 2255.
Tombstone 40 right, vacate next right, and to the apron of Victor, parking stand 8. Tombstone 40 right, vacate next right, and to the apron of Victor, parking stand 8.
Pre-flight checklist, please.
Pre-flight checklist. Oxygen.
Tested 100%.
Tested 100%. Navigation transfer and display switches. Normal. Auto. Window heat. On. Pressurization mode selector. Auto. Flight instruments.
Heading 043. Altimeter 1004.
Checked. Parking brake.
Set.
Engine start levers.
Cut off.
Pre-flight checklist complete.
448, vacate right, and to the apron of Victor, parking stand 5.
Victor, stand 5, cooperate.
Here's the load sheet for you.
Thanks.
Ground Ryanair 73, request taxi.
Watch
Ryanair
out for your leg,
73,
please.
taxi via November Hotel Papa Bravo Romeo Sierra Delta to gate Romeo 85. via November Hotel Papa Bravo Romeo Sierra Delta to gate Romeo 85 Ryanair 73.
Verify takeoff speeds.
Checked.
Also 42 might vacate next right, enter the apron at Victor, parking stand 11.
Next right, Victor, 1142 Mike.
027 Victor Foxtrot, contact Manchester 124.2 by. 142, 027 Victor Foxtrot, goodbye. Tap 250, clear takeoff, 210 degrees 19.
Copied to ground.
Go ahead.
Please disconnect the GPU and air.
Roger. Disconnecting the GPU and air.
Copied to ground.
Go ahead.
Are we clear to pressurize the hydraulics?
Roger, you are clear to pressurize the hydraulics.
Thanks.
Captain, the GPU and air are disconnected.
Thanks.
2,500 feet.
On behalf of myself and the crew, I'd like to wish you a very warm welcome aboard our Boeing 737. My name is Sarah, and having me in the cabin today are Tom and Michelle. Please place all large items on the overhead bins provided, or under the seating, thank you.
Very good day to you all, ladies and gentlemen. From the flight deck, this is the captain speaking. On behalf of the crew, welcome aboard this flight today. We're just completing our final preparations, then we'll be able to close the doors and get on our way. And shortly afterwards, the cabin crew will give you a safety demonstration, which I urge you all to pay attention to. Also, just a quick reminder, just keep your seat belts fastened in flight, even with the seatbelt lights extinguished, just in case there is any unexpected turbulence. And also, just to mention that this is a non-smoking flight. All being well, I probably won't speak to you again until we start our descent into our destination. So until then, welcome aboard and thank you.
Section 43, proceed to Sierra.
Request runway 04, Ryanair 42 Victor Zulu.
Ryanair 42 Victor Zulu. Contact clearance on 131.1.
131.1. Ryanair 42 Victor Zulu.
Jameson 620.
Electric 43, vacate.
Jameson 620 starts approved. Temperature's 9.
Request runway 04, Ryanair 42 Victor Zulu.
Ryanair 42 Victor Zulu. Roger, runway 04. Cleared to Echo Golf Papa Foxtrot via November Uniform Golf Bravo 1 Sierra departure handling as filed. Climb and maintain 5000. Expect flight level 320 within 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 127.75. Squawk 5164. QNH 1004.
Cleared via November Uniform Golf Bravo 1 Sierra. Climb to 5000. Expect flight level 320 within 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 127.75. Squawk 5164. Ryanair 42 Victor Zulu.
Ryanair 42 Victor Zulu. Read back correct. Contact ground control on 121.72.
Roger, 121.72. Ryanair 42 Victor Zulu.
Hey guys, all packs are on board. Are we clear to close?
Yes, you're clear to close.
Thanks. See you up there.
Ground Ryanair 42 Victor Zulu. Request start up and push back.
Ryanair 42 Victor Zulu. Start up and push back approved.
Approved. Ryanair 42 Victor Zulu.
Before start checklist to the line.
Before start checklist to the line. Fuel 6.9 tons, pumps on, passenger signs on, windows
Locked.
locked, MCP.
V2 is
Ryanair
100, heading
squawk
224, altitude
5164.
4000.
Ryanair
Checked.
42
Takeoff
Victor
speeds.
Zulu.
V1 is 122, VR is 134, V2 is 145.
Checked. CDU pre-flight.
Completed.
Rudder and aileron trim.
Free and 0.
Taxi and takeoff briefing.
Completed.
Before start checklist completed to the line.
And ground cockpit.
Go ahead, Captain.
Before start checklist below the line.
Flight deck door closed and locked. Anti-collision light on. Before start checklist complete.
Roger that, ready for push. Power and air are clear, doors closed. We are ready for pushback. Please park and brake, please.
Okay, parking brake is off, cleared to push.
Stone 40 Mike, vacate next right, into the apron of Victor, parking stand 8.
Brakes off, here we go. Ryanair 42 Victor Zulu, squawk 5164.
Squawk 5164. Ryanair 42 Victor Zulu.
Start sequence is 2, then 1.
Check.
Start number 2 engine.
Starting 2.
448, vacate right, into the apron of Victor, parking stand 5.
Victor for stand 5, 448.
Oil pressure.
Ground 8342 is cleared off the runway. Request taxi to parking.
8342. Taxi via Lima, Romeo, November, Hotel, Papa, Juliet, Alpha, to gate Lima 45.
Via Lima, Romeo, November, Hotel, Papa, Juliet, Alpha, to gate Lima 45, 8342.
Okay, sir, tow bar is on, pin is out, watch the pin on the right.
Stone 42 Mike, vacate next right, into the apron of Victor, parking stand 11.
Next right, big 1142 Mike.
L27 Victor Foxtrot, contact Manchester 124.2 Mike.
142, 027 Victor Foxtrot, goodbye.
Sam 25 Sierra, clear takeoff, 210 degrees 19.
Roger that, have a good flight.
Starter cutout.
Start number 1 engine.
Starting 1.
There are 8 emergency
Ryanair 42 Victor Zulu, squawk
pressure.
5164.
Squawk 5164. Ryanair 42 Victor
There are
Zulu.
4
Strike Bay, just crossing the control zone boundary now, no height restriction. Head over the height restrictions on zone 4 zone. Also, Matt, report passing 2,500. Full code 4 zone.
seat belt is fastened, adjusted and released like this. In the event of sudden loss of cabin pressure, oxygen masks will automatically drop from the panel above your head. Pull down firmly to start the flow of oxygen. Place the mask over your nose and mouth and breathe normally. Please secure your own mask before helping others. Your life jacket can be found underneath your seat. the unlikely event of landing on water, remove the jacket from its pouch and place it over your head. Tie the stuffing into the top.
762 starts approved,
To replace the
temperatures
life
at
jacket,
9,
pull
UTX
down sharply on the
1009,
raised
runway
toggle.
27.
There is a tube to top up the air and a light to attract attention. Do not inflate your life jacket inside the cabin, as to do so will impede your exit. Further information may be found on the in-flight safety card. Please would you now ensure your seatbelt is securely fastened, your seat back is upright, your armrests are down, your tray table
Starter
is
cut
up,
out.
and all window blinds are
Flaps
open.
5.
Thank you for your attention and we wish you a pleasant
Engine
flight.
anti-ice coming on.
Metric 43, proceed to Sierra.
Flight controls check. Full left. Full right. Center.
Check.
Full up. Full down. Center.
Check.
Full left. Full right. Center.
Check.
Before taxi checklist, please.
Before taxi checklist. Generators on. Probe heat on. Anti-ice. Engine anti-ice is on. Isolation valve. Auto. Engine start switches. Continuous. Recall. Checked. Auto brake. RTO. Engine start levers.
Idle detent.
Flight controls.
Checked.
Dispatch clearance.
Checked.
Before taxi checklist complete.
Ground Ryanair 42 Victor Zulu. Request taxi.
Ryanair 42 Victor Zulu. Taxi via Alpha Juliet Papa November Lima Hotel to runway 04.
Via Alpha Juliet Papa November Lima Hotel to runway 04. Ryanair
Clear left.
42
Clear right.
Victor Zulu.
EC639, taxi uniform on your point Alpha 2.
Uniform Alpha 2, runway 27, thank you, EC639.
Touchdown 40 Mike, vacate next right, and to the apron of Victor, parking stand 8.
Eight 342. Hold your position.
Holding our position. 8342.
Eight 342. Continue taxi.
Roger. 8342.
Touchdown 40 Mike, vacate next right, and to the apron of Victor, parking stand 8.
Cabin secure.
Before takeoff checklist, please.
Flaps.
Flaps 5. Green light.
Stabilizer trim. Check speed.
6.0 units.
Before takeoff checklist complete.
Ryanair 9015 is clear of the runway. Request taxi to parking.
Ryanair 9015. Taxi via November Juliet Papa Alpha Bravo to gate Lima 42.
Via November Juliet Papa Alpha Bravo to gate Lima 42. Ryanair 9015.
So 42 mile, vacate next right, enter the apron at Victor, parking stand 11.
Next right, Victor, 1142 Mike.
427 Victor Foxtrot, contact Manchester 124.2 by.
1042, 027 Victor Foxtrot, the way.
Sam 250, clear takeoff, 210 degrees 19.
Direct Bay, just crossing the control zone boundary now, no height restriction. Cleared over the height restrictions and turn balls on. Also about report passing 2,500 feet. Full code falls on way.
Ryanair 42 Victor Zulu. Contact tower on 123.8.
123.8. Ryanair 42 Victor Zulu. Tower, Ryanair 42 Victor Zulu, holding short of runway 04.
Ryanair 42 Victor Zulu, hold your position.
Holding our position, Ryanair 42 Victor Zulu.
Ryanair 42 Victor Zulu, line up runway 04.
Lining up runway 04.
Before
Ryanair
takeoff procedure.
42
Check.
Victor Zulu.
Ready to go.
Approaching 04. On runway 0.
Ryanair 42 Victor Zulu, wind 320 at 9er, runway 04, cleared for takeoff. Good flight.
Runway 04, cleared for takeoff. Ryanair 42 Victor Zulu.
Set takeoff thrust.
Thrust set. 80 knots.
Checked.
V1.
V1. Rotate.
V2.
Positive rate.
Yeah.
17438, holding short of runway 04.
7438, 9 up runway 04.
Lining up runway 04.
Engage LNAV.
LNAV.
Set
Departure
flaps
Ryanair
up speed.
42
up.
Victor Zulu. With you, passing 1,100, forward 5,000.
Ryanair 42
Bug up
Victor
is set.
Zulu. Radar contact. Continue via November Uniform Golf Bravo 1 Sierra departure route. Climb to 5,000.
5 November Uniform Golf Bravo 1 Sierra departure, climbing to 5,000. Ryanair 42 Victor Zulu.
Flaps 1.
Flaps 1. 1,000 to left.
25 Alpha is leveling 4,000 feet and will give me to move west if available to south end of the balance.
Please 25 Alpha, roger. It may mean
Flaps
you
up,
need to go
flaps
between
up.
3 and 4,000 feet to do that, because at 4,000 feet may well be a bit too high for Heathrow's inbound. We'll see how it goes. Let me know before you move west of City Airport.
Yep, copied, and height as required by yourself to fit in. Our lowest operating height realistically is 2,000.
Departure 2198, with you passing 5,600 for 4,000. 2198.
After takeoff checklist.
After takeoff checklist. Engine bleeds. On. Tanks. Auto. Landing gear. Up and off. Flaps. Up. No lights. After takeoff checklist complete.
Ryanair 2145, climb and maintain flight level 70.
Climb and maintain flight level 70. Ryanair 2145.
You happy to release the cabin crew?
Zulu, climb to 5,000.
Climbing to
Yes.
5,000.
Check.
Ryanair 42 Victor Zulu.
Siemens 495, descend altitude 3,000 feet, turn on the ILS.
3000, 1029, further on the ILS, establish on the local 021.
Thank you.
Departure 186, with you, passing flight level 66 for flight level 110.
186, roger, climb to flight level 110.
Climbing to flight level 110, 186.
Golf Alpha Zulu Zulu Victor, you are identified 8 miles to the southeast of London City, Flight Information Service. There is traffic on your right hand side, an AA5 at 2,200 feet established in the Alkin Hole.
Please deal with the other traffic, Golf Zulu Victor.
Golf Lima X-ray, traffic on your left hand side is a 172 at 1,800 feet, continuing northbound.
Copy, looking at that.
Golf Zulu Victor into the London City Zone VFR, not above 2,000 feet, report on site at Dagenham.
Enter and not above 2,000 feet, report on site, Golf Zulu Victor.
Ryanair 42 Victor Zulu, climb to flight level 150.
Climbing to flight level 150, Ryanair 42 Victor Zulu.
Target Ryanair 8289er with you at flight level 101.
Ryanair 8289er, identified.
Transition.
Set standard.
Standard set. Passing flight level 067 now. Check.
Aircraft 2180, traffic information for you. A light aircraft manoeuvring at 1,600 feet. Just to the north of the approach in your 1 o'clock range 2.5 miles.
2180 is looking and we do have it inside, reference 280.
The Golf Zulu Victor, the traffic inbound is a 146, 2 miles to the southeast of you, shortly to leave 3000.
Copy, Zulu Victor.
Okay, so release the cabin.
Yes.
Check.
Morning, 06, roger.
Detune the navs.
Roger. Set.
Ryanair 42 Victor Zulu, climb to flight level 230.
Climbing to flight level 230, Ryanair 42 Victor Zulu.
And the radar is 774 passing 2,000 feet in the 2-3 tango.
Ruben 447, hello, squawk ident, maintain altitude 3,000 feet on reaching.
Maintain 3,000 feet on reaching, 1174.
Tomcat 01, just about to turn southbound, emailing.
Tomcat 01 into the London City Zone VFR, not above 2,000 feet, maintaining beam.
Not above 2,000 feet, maintaining beam, please go on.
Sonic 06, just let me know when you finish at high park.
Ryanair 42 Victor Zulu, contact London on 180.82.
118.82, Ryanair 42 Victor Zulu.
I'll Italia 264, descend to flight level 160, be level beam back tail. Good rate of descent to 210, please. Okay, the 160 should be level by back tail. Good rate, Italia 264. Good rate to 210. Good rate, tail 210.
London, Ryanair 42 Victor Zulu. With you, passing flight level 1604, flight level 230.
Ryanair 42 Victor Zulu, roger, continue own navigation.
Continue own navigation, Ryanair 42 Victor Zulu.
London Centre 316, with you at flight level 350.
316, identified.
London Centre 24, with you at
424, identified.
London, US Air 49er with you, flight level 350.
US Air 49, what to maintain?
Maintain 350, US Air 49.
Ryanair 42 Victor Zulu, climb and maintain flight level 320.
Climb and maintain flight level 320. Ryanair 42 Victor Zulu.
Ryanair 404, turn left heading 160.
Left getting 160, Ryanair 404.
Ryanair 404, report you're heading to London 131.12.
112.
Speed 19 Quebec, report you're heading to London 131.12. 1312 with a heading to the 1 Quebec. Speedbird 117 on navigation to Dublin.
Navigation Dublin, Speedbird 117.
And 206 on navigation at Dublin.
Heading Ryanair 206, 9 left, and will you not stay 290?
Are you requesting higher?
I think we'll stay here now, 9 left, Ryanair 206.
Okay.
Okay, 116, you requesting any higher this time?
Affirmative, with a appreciate level 310, 116.
Stand by.
Ryanair 42 Victor Zulu, contact London on 134.3.
134.3, Ryanair 42 Victor Zulu. London, Ryanair 42 Victor Zulu. With you, passing flight level 270, forward flight level 320.
Ryanair 42 Victor Zulu.
Roger.
Continue own navigation.
Continue own navigation. Ryanair 42 Victor Zulu.
Scandinavian 537 heading to London now, sorry, 135.57.
Heading to London 135.57, strong Scandinavian 537.
Bye.
London, 135.57.
943, turn left 6325.
Any 325 you don't know, is it?
to level.
Leave at 5 whiskey, Roger, continue on the heading.
Okay.
036, in your present position, just make one complete orbit left and then heading 275 degrees.
One orbit left and then heading 275, prepare direction. Contact London, no, 131.12, goodbye.
3112 back, 0935.
London, good morning, Italia, 9028, 9208, level 3280.
Alitalia 9208, good morning. Are you requesting a higher level at this time?
It's negative for the moment.
Okay, thank you.
Maintaining flight level 319 on standard. Checked. You have control.
I have control.
Bye-bye.
7 for the Virgil 5, good day. Virgin 19 is heading in free for here.
Virgin 19, Roger, what level are you requesting this time?
31, but 330 is available.
Virgin 19, climb to level 330.
I'll jump to level 330, Virgin 19.
Lufthansa 4640, leaving flight level 900, descending flight level 80.
That's at 130, everybody, 91. Ryanair 404, continue present heading, report the heading.
We're on a heading of 170.
Roger. Alitalia 9208, contact London 135.57.
957, Bailey 9428.
Hello, Speedbird 48, flight level 330. Speedbird 48, hello to you, maintain flight level 330. Okay, super. London, good afternoon, Manchester 205 out of 245 for 200, heading of 214, C320. That's correct, sir. Continue descent to flight level 130, level by 10 at Manchester 205. London, good morning, KLM 664, flight level 370. KLM 664, good morning. Shuttle 7 Yankee, your traffic will be flight level 350, cruise. 350, cruise, 7 Yankee.
With 286 to London, 131.12, bye-bye.
13112, good idea, ma'am.
Ryanair 42 Victor Zulu, contact Manchester on 118.77.
118.77, Ryanair 42 Victor Zulu. Manchester, Ryanair 42 Victor Zulu. With you at flight level 320.
Ryanair 42 Victor Zulu, roger. Continue own navigation.
Continue own navigation. Ryanair 42 Victor Zulu.
Yankee 957, contact London 135.575.
57, yeah, 957.
Speedbird 117, contact London 135.57. Good morning.
355, Speedbird 117.
Shuttle 6 Lima, just confirm you're written to Margot.
Shuttle 6 Lima, sorry, I'm traffic from Margot.
Sure. Copy 824, turn left 10 degrees.
Left 10 degrees.